It's Friday Sews. It's Friday Sews. What you gonna make? If you want to see what I've been working on this week in my sunroom, please stay tuned. Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by my video today. I hope that you are having a fantabulous week. If this is your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back to see what's going on in my sewing room. So this week I took a little break from the dress I've been working on, and I had promised two of my nieces a blanket, but I kind of went in my own direction, and I had a pattern in my stash for like, I don't know if you remember back in the day, it was like a blanket with sleeves, and I think it was like the Snuggie or something like that. Anyway, I had that pattern in my stash, and it is McCall's 6160. And this is super, super easy, guys. I made both of them this week, and I'll go over what I did. One of them wanted, excuse me. One wanted, excuse me. One wanted Lilo and Stitch, and the other one wanted Hello Kitty. So this is the Hello Kitty one, and this would be the Lilo and Stitch one. There are, I think, 5 different things you can make. Yeah, one of them is like a shawl with the pockets, and then 2 different versions of this, what I made, 2 different versions of slippers, and then another blank. It's like a blanket or scarf. But I'll put a picture of the pattern up. It is an older pattern. I'm not sure. Let me see if I can find a date for you guys. Yeah, I'm not sure how old this is. This is an old pattern though. It's considered to be a one size fit all. So I did make a few adjustments because one of them is 13 and the other one is either 10 or 11. But I made these instead of the blankets. Number one, this saved me on purchasing more fabric, because I did not line it and I did not need the batting for it. So it just saved me, and I thought it was actually cuter for like a preteen age anyway. And for them to have a blanket, I would have used a lot more fabric, because you would have wanted it to at least be like a twin size. So that is the reason I did choose these. So we can go with the now it does have different sizes on the back. So I just made but when you cut it out, it's just one line. It's not like multiple lines for different sizes. So I'm not even sure why. I guess that was for the length. If you wanted to go different sizes, I'm not sure. But here are the line drawings. You can see this is really straightforward. It's really a rectangle, maybe 2 squares for the arms, and you actually cut a hole out in the rectangle where you're going to put the arms at, and then you add 2 more squares for your pocket. So this one is the Hello Kitty. I don't know if we can get up any closer. Hold on. So this is the Hello Kitty one. I have so much Minky. So this is just some Minky fabric that I have. It was pink, so I thought it was going to be right on time. I didn't line it because it's already really soft fabric and it's not too thick. They do live in Texas. I'm sure it'll get cold, but not so cold as they need like to bundle up as someone up north would. I made my own bias binding out of some white fabric that I had. And you can see the arms right here. So I left the arms big. It may be big on her, but it'll be something she'll have for a while. And I also made bias binding out of some of the leftover fabric I had for the pockets. So it was difficult for me to find the print that I was looking for. I did not try Walmart, or did I? At the time that I purchased this, I think I was like in South Georgia, like on the border of Florida. And I tried Walmart and I tried Joann's. At the time they were still open, and I could not find any Hello Kitty fabric, nor could I find the Lilo and Stitch. And I ended up ordering them from Etsy. And if you ever have to do that, they give you like a quarter of a yard for the same price you would probably pay for a full yard. So I only got half a yard of fabric, so I had to make it do what it do. So what was left over, I did trim the sleeve on both the little cover-ups, and then I made a pocket, and the pocket is put on at a slant, because you'll notice once you put it on the body, it's gonna kind of cascade down the front. So that is this one. And what I had left over, I made her a little pouch with it. It's not attached to it. I just have it safety pin so I won't lose it. But I made a little pouch, and it has a little clip on here where she could attach that, like maybe to a book bag or something. Now here is the other one. Now this is the Lilo and Stitch one. And again, I did not have bias binding, so I had another fabric that I felt like would, even though it was a print, it kind of went well with what I had going on. So I created some more bias binding, and that's what's done on the outside. Now on the inside, since it's not lined, I did put bias binding where I connected the arm to the body of the cover up. So both of these are like that. On this one, she has it, but she has some leftover Lilo and Stitch on one side, and then the outside, the one I used for the edge on this side, because I had already did this one. Then when I realized I didn't have enough and I wasn't gonna take it loose, she has the Lilo and Stitch pocket. I did a little bit more decorative on hers. And here is her pouch. She had a little bit more fabric left over. And here's her zipper pouch. So with the zipper pouch, I did want to show you guys one thing. When you're doing pouches or any type of putting a zipper in a bag, one of the things I like to do are like zipper tabs at the end. And just to show you, had I done that, I wouldn't have this looking like that. It would be nice and neat, but it's not going to come off because the metal pieces are right here. But just to show you how important creating a zipper tab at each end would have just made it look more cohesive and better. And she has a little tab with a little hook. And later on, before I send it, because I don't think they're not going off until next week, I was contemplating on putting their name or just their initial on there with my Cricut. That's something I may do. Now for the 9-year-old, I took, I think, three or four. I mean, for the 10-year-old, I think I took 3 inches off of the length of the arm and 4 off of the length of the body of the cover up to make it shorter. So it's still probably gonna be oversized and comfy like it should be, but hers is a little shorter. And but they have the same features with the pockets on them and everything. And like I say, I didn't line them. I just put the bias binding around the edges, around the arm where I joined the arm. And this is what I made this week. I'm very pleased at how they came out. To be honest with you, I am very much considering making myself one because I have so much Minky fabric. So I don't know. I'll think of some creative way to make mine. But I think this is really cute. I would say I would like for it to be more over, I don't know, like that. So I think doing a lining next time would be just awesome, especially like if it was a print on the inside, that would be really cute. So I may consider that when I do the next one. I was limited, like I say, when you purchasing that fabric from Etsy, it is so much more expensive sometimes. So I had to do what I had to do, but I did get the Lilo Stitch fabric on there. So she did want blue or purple. And she also said that she would have did Garfield, but I came to the blue when I was looking through my fabric, so I went with the Lilo and Stitch. So I'll save this for another project, another time. So that is all that I have worked on this week. We are getting ready for Project Dress a Girl. So I have been going through my patterns to see what I'm going to make for that. So that will be coming up soon. So stay tuned for that, guys. That's always a big hit. And if anyone can participate, I think my video, if I'm not mistaken, will be September the 8th. So just stay tuned for that, and just stay tuned for the parade of videos involving Project Dress a Girl. Now, we did have a giveaway last week for the patterns. So I'm gonna, as always, I'm going to stop it right here, and I'm going to go to the clip of me choosing the name. I'm going to put the name on the screen, and that winner needs to send me their information to send them the patterns to sewshedesigns@gmail.com. That is my email address. I have been checking the spam to make sure that I haven't overlooked anyone. At the end, well, the end of the month is next week. So at next week's video, if I have not heard from any other winners from this month, we will do just a overhaul of the boxes that were not sent out. And I'll choose one person to win the whole lump sum, and I will send that to you as well. So be sure to check for the next video if you want to not. Well, next week we're not going to have we'll have a giveaway if no one has claimed their prizes. But this week was, last week was the last initial giveaway for this month. And I'll do it again on next month. But we will see who won for the patterns. Okay, congratulations to our winner. I'm so happy for you. Don't forget to send me your information to sewshedesigns@gmail.com so that I can get that gift out to you as soon as possible. And if you don't mind, go in the comments and say I'm the winner, so I'll know that you saw that and that you are interested in participating. Like I said before the clip, if these prizes are not claimed by the time I get the next video ready for next Friday, and I usually do it on a Friday morning, we will have a collective of all the gifts together, and I will just ship that person all of that, and we'll just draw names one more time for that. Without further ado, that is all that I have for you guys this week. Thank you so much for tuning in to my video. As always, you are so special to me. Thanks for stopping by. I will see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.